Imagine lying awake in the depths of night, your mind racing like a restless river, each thought a current pulling you further from the shores of peaceful slumber. The clock ticks mercilessly. 11:37 p.m., 12:43 a.m., 2:16 a.m., and sleep remains an elusive phantom just beyond your grasp. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your most profound sleep lies not in pills, not in complicated rituals, but within the extraordinary landscape of your own consciousness? Sleep is not merely a biological necessity. It is a sacred journey of restoration, a nightly pilgrimage where your body repairs, your mind reshapes, and your spirit recalibrates. Yet for millions, this journey has become a battlefield of anxiety, interrupted dreams, and endless tossing. Consider the cost of sleeplessness. It's not just about feeling tired. It's about the silent erosion of your potential. Every restless night chips away at your creativity, your emotional resilience, your physical health. Chronic sleep deprivation is not a badge of honor. It's a silent predator consuming your most precious resource, your well-being. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to drift effortlessly into deep, transformative sleep while you wrestle with every passing minute? The person next to you falls asleep within moments, their breath steady, their body relaxed, while your mind becomes a theater of endless worries, replaying conversations, anticipating challenges, spinning narratives that keep you firmly anchored in wakefulness. The answer is not about willpower. It's about understanding the hidden language of your subconscious mind. What I'm about to share with you is not just another sleep technique. It's a profound method of self-connection that has been whispered through ancient wisdom traditions and is now being validated by modern neuroscience. A practice so powerful that it can transform your relationship with sleep from a nightly struggle to a sacred ritual of healing and renewal. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of your expectations about sleep, the frustration, the desperation, the nights spent staring at the ceiling, your mind a cacophony of unresolved thoughts and suppressed emotions. Now imagine releasing all of that, not through force but through understanding, through a gentle, compassionate approach that speaks directly to the deepest parts of your being. This is not about controlling your sleep. This is about liberating it. The human mind is an extraordinary instrument, capable of remarkable feats of healing and transformation. Yet we've been taught to approach sleep as a battle to be won, a problem to be solved, rather than a natural state of being to be invited and honored. Self-hypnosis is not some mystical, esoteric practice reserved for the select few. It is a scientific, proven method of communicating with your subconscious, the part of your mind that operates below your everyday awareness, holding the keys to your deepest patterns of rest and relaxation. In the next few moments, I'm going to reveal a transformative approach to sleep that goes beyond conventional wisdom, a method of self-hypnosis that doesn't just invite sleep, but creates an entire ecosystem of rest within your mind. Are you ready to reclaim your nights? To turn every moment of potential insomnia into a gateway of profound relaxation and healing? To understand that sleep is not something that happens to you, but a state you can consciously create? This journey is about more than just closing your eyes. It's about opening your mind to a new understanding of rest, recovery, and inner peace. Let's begin this extraordinary journey together. In our modern world, sleep has become a commodity, something we negotiate, struggle with, and often sacrifice. But what if we could reframe our entire understanding of sleep? What if sleep was not just a biological necessity, but a profound gateway to healing, transformation, and self-discovery? Self-hypnosis represents a revolutionary approach to sleep, a bridge between our conscious intentions and our subconscious healing mechanisms. At its core, this practice is about communication. Not communication with the outside world, but with the most intimate landscape of our inner being. Neuroscience reveals something remarkable. Our brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and actual events. This means that when we engage in self-hypnosis, we're not just imagining relaxation, we're actively rewiring our neural pathways, creating new neurological blueprints for rest. The human brain operates on different wavelengths throughout the day. During normal waking consciousness, we're in beta waves, a state of alert, analytical thinking. As we transition towards sleep, our brain naturally shifts through alpha and theta waves, states of increased creativity, reduced anxiety, and heightened receptivity to positive suggestions. Self-hypnosis is essentially a deliberate navigation of these brain states. It's a sophisticated technique of guiding your consciousness from the high-tension beta waves to the serene, restorative theta waves where healing and deep rest become possible. But this is more than just a technique. It's a profound act of self-compassion. Consider the traditional approaches to sleep problems: medication that masks symptoms, complicated sleep hygiene routines, endless self-help books promising miraculous solutions. These external interventions often fail because they ignore a fundamental truth. Sleep is not something that happens to you. Sleep is something you create. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful computer in existence. It manages complex bodily functions, stores memories, processes emotions, and maintains intricate systems without your conscious awareness. Yet most sleep strategies treat it like a stubborn child to be controlled, rather than an intelligent system to be understood and collaborated with. Self-hypnosis represents a paradigm shift. Instead of fighting against your natural rhythms, you learn to work in harmony with them. You become the conductor of your inner orchestra, guiding each instrument, breath, muscle tension, mental imagery, towards a symphony of relaxation. The origins of this practice stretch back thousands of years. Ancient healing traditions from India, Tibet, and Egypt understood what modern science is now confirming: that consciousness is not limited to our conscious thinking mind. There are deeper layers of awareness that can be accessed, understood, and ultimately programmed. We're not talking about mystical mumbo-jumbo. We're discussing a scientifically validated approach to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Every time you practice self-hypnosis, you're essentially redesigning your brain's default mode of responding to stress and preparing for sleep. Imagine your current sleep patterns as well-worn paths in a forest. Traditional methods try to clear these paths or force you to walk a different route. Self-hypnosis is different. It's about growing an entirely new path, a more beautiful, more natural route to rest. This journey is about reclaiming something fundamental: your innate ability to rest, to heal, to restore. It's about understanding that deep, transformative sleep is not a luxury. It's your birthright. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore not just the how of self-hypnosis, but the profound why. We'll dismantle myths, reveal scientific insights, and provide a step-by-step approach to reprogramming your relationship with sleep. Are you ready to transform your nights from a battlefield of restlessness to a sanctuary of profound healing? To discover that the most powerful sleep technology is not an app, a pill, or a device, but your own magnificent consciousness? Let's begin this extraordinary exploration. To truly understand self-hypnosis for sleep, we must journey through the intricate landscapes of human consciousness, a terrain where ancient wisdom and modern science intersect in extraordinary ways. Long before pharmaceutical sleep aids and electronic sleep trackers, humanity possessed profound technologies of consciousness. The earliest documented practices of intentional mind state transformation can be traced back to ancient meditation traditions in India and Tibet, where spiritual practitioners developed sophisticated techniques for controlling physiological responses and accessing altered states of consciousness. In the temples of ancient Egypt, priests understood sleep as more than a biological process. It was a sacred portal to divine communication. Their sleep chambers were not mere resting places, but carefully designed environments for spiritual and healing experiences. Hieroglyphic records reveal complex rituals where individuals were guided into deep trance states, believed to facilitate physical healing and spiritual insight. The Greek temples of Asclepius represented another remarkable milestone in understanding consciousness and healing. Patients would undergo incubation, a practice of ritualized sleep where they would rest in sacred spaces, receiving dream-based healing guidance. These were not simple medical treatments, but holistic experiences that recognized the profound connection between mental state and physical restoration. During the Renaissance, philosophers and early medical practitioners began to explore the boundaries of human consciousness more systematically. Philosophers like René Descartes pondered the relationship between mind and body, laying groundwork for understanding how mental states could influence physiological processes. The modern understanding of hypnosis emerged in the late 18th century through the work of Franz Mesmer, an Austrian physician who proposed the concept of animal magnetism, a theory suggesting that invisible natural forces could be manipulated to heal. Though his specific theories were later discredited, Mesmer inadvertently opened a doorway to understanding the power of suggestion and consciousness. Dr. James Braid, a Scottish surgeon in the mid-19th century, coined the term hypnosis and began studying these phenomena scientifically. He demonstrated that these trance-like states could be induced through focused attention, challenging previous mystical interpretations and bringing hypnosis into the realm of medical investigation. The 20th century saw an explosion of research into consciousness, sleep, and healing. Pioneering psychologists like Milton Erickson revolutionized hypnotherapy, showing that effective therapeutic suggestions could be subtle, conversational, and deeply personalized. Erickson's approach respected the individual's unique inner landscape, moving away from the rigid, commanding hypnosis portrayed in popular media. Concurrent developments in neuroscience began revealing the extraordinary plasticity of the human brain. Researchers discovered that our mental states are not fixed but malleable. Our thoughts and experiences quite literally reshape our neural networks. This scientific validation transformed hypnosis from a mysterious practice to a legitimate therapeutic tool. Modern sleep research has further illuminated these ancient insights. We now understand that sleep is not a uniform state of unconsciousness, but a complex, dynamic process involving multiple stages of brain activity. Each stage serves distinct physiological and psychological functions, from memory consolidation to emotional processing and cellular repair. Quantum physics has added another layer of intrigue, suggesting that consciousness itself might be a fundamental aspect of reality, not merely a byproduct of brain activity. Researchers like Dr. Stuart Hameroff and Sir Roger Penrose propose that quantum processes within neural microtubules might explain consciousness, hinting at depths far beyond our current understanding. Today, self-hypnosis represents the culmination of this centuries-long exploration, a practice that synthesizes ancient wisdom with cutting-edge neuroscience. It is a testament to humanity's enduring quest to understand and optimize our inner worlds. We stand at a unique moment in human history. For the first time, we have the scientific tools to validate what mystics and healers have known for millennia: that our consciousness is not a passive experience, but an active, programmable system with extraordinary potential for healing and transformation. The journey of self-hypnosis is not about conquering sleep, but about remembering our innate capacity for rest, renewal, and inner peace. At the core of self-hypnosis lies a profound understanding of consciousness, a sophisticated interplay between our conscious intentions and subconscious programming. To comprehend this process, we must first deconstruct the traditional misconceptions about hypnosis and sleep. Neurological foundation of self-hypnosis. The human brain operates through complex neurological pathways that can be intentionally guided and reshaped. During self-hypnosis, we create a deliberate state of focused attention and heightened suggestibility, characterized by specific neurological markers. 1. Reduced conscious resistance. The critical faculty of the conscious mind becomes temporarily suspended, allowing direct communication with the subconscious. 2. Increased neural plasticity. The brain enters a state of heightened receptivity, becoming more malleable to positive suggestions and alternative thought patterns. 3. Altered brain wave configurations. Transition from beta waves, active thinking, to alpha and theta waves, relaxation and deep meditation, facilitating a natural descent into sleep, the 3-stage hypnotic progression. Self-hypnosis for sleep follows a structured progression that systematically disengages the active thinking mind and activates the body's natural sleep mechanisms. Stage 1. Relaxation induction. Physical tension release. Systematic muscle relaxation. Breath regulation. Establishing a calm physiological state. Stage 2. Cognitive reframing. Introducing positive sleep-related suggestions. Challenging and replacing anxiety-driven thought patterns. Creating mental imagery of peaceful, restorative sleep. Stage 3. Subconscious programming. Embedding deep-level instructions for natural sleep initiation. Establishing new neurological pathways for relaxation. Reinforcing the body's innate ability to rest completely. The effectiveness of self-hypnosis stems from its ability to communicate directly with the subconscious mind, the powerful, often overlooked controller of our physiological responses. By crafting precise, positively framed suggestions, we can gradually reprogram deeply ingrained sleep resistance patterns. Key psychological principles include 1. Expectation modification. Transforming sleep from a perceived challenge to a natural, welcomed state. 2. Anxiety deconstruction. Systematically dismantling fear-based sleep narratives. 3. Physiological trust restoration. Rebuilding the mind-body connection's natural sleep rhythms. Scientific validation. Contemporary neuroscience provides compelling evidence supporting self-hypnosis as a legitimate sleep intervention. Research demonstrates measurable changes in brain wave patterns, autonomic nervous system responses, stress hormone levels, neuroplasticity markers, practical neurological insights. The subconscious mind processes information differently from our conscious awareness. It operates through emotional imprints, symbolic representation, pattern recognition, metaphorical understanding. Self-hypnosis leverages these unique processing mechanisms, creating a communication bridge that bypasses conscious resistance. Quantum perspective on consciousness. Emerging theories in quantum consciousness suggest that our subjective experience of reality, including sleep, is far more malleable than previously understood. By intentionally directing our awareness, we potentially influence quantum-level interactions within our neurological system. Practical implications. Self-hypnosis is not a passive experience but an active, intentional practice of consciousness management. It represents a strategic approach to sleep that empowers individual healing capabilities, reduces dependency on external interventions, promotes natural, sustainable sleep restoration, enhances overall mind-body coherence. The ultimate paradigm shift. We are transitioning from viewing sleep as an unconscious, uncontrollable process to understanding it as a conscious, programmable state of being. Self-hypnosis emerges as a sophisticated technology of consciousness, a bridge between our conscious intentions and our body's deepest healing mechanisms. Sleep is not merely a biological function. It is a sacred ritual of human restoration, a nightly pilgrimage into the depths of our innermost being. Beyond the neurological mechanisms and scientific explanations lies a profound philosophical inquiry. What does it truly mean to surrender to rest? The modern sleep crisis. In our hyper-connected, perpetually stimulated world, sleep has become a battleground of resistance. We are a society of chronic overthinkers, our minds constantly churning with unresolved thoughts, unexpressed emotions, and unprocessed experiences. Each sleepless night is not just a physical challenge, but a spiritual disconnection, a moment where we lose touch with our most fundamental capacity for healing and renewal. Consider the fundamental questions that emerge when we truly examine sleep. 1. Who are we when consciousness temporarily dissolves? 2. What happens in those liminal spaces between wakefulness and dreams? 3. How do our inner narratives shape our ability to rest? These are not mere academic inquiries, but deeply personal explorations of human vulnerability and potential. Self-hypnosis reveals a profound paradox. True rest cannot be forced. It requires a delicate balance of intention and surrender. We must simultaneously direct our consciousness and allow ourselves to let go. A nuanced dance between active guidance and complete release. This mirrors broader philosophical principles found in Eastern traditions like Taoism, which emphasize the power of non-resistance. Just as a river finds its path by flowing around obstacles, our consciousness can navigate towards sleep by releasing, not struggling. Every individual's relationship with sleep is a unique emotional landscape. Some carry childhood anxieties of darkness, others harbor professional stress, and many wrestle with existential uncertainties that manifest as nighttime restlessness. Self-hypnosis is not about eliminating these emotional terrains, but about developing a compassionate relationship with them. It's a practice of emotional intelligence, where we learn to witness our inner narratives without becoming entangled in them. Beyond psychological mechanisms, sleep represents a profound spiritual practice. In those moments of complete surrender, we temporarily dissolve the ego's boundaries. We become pure potential, unencumbered by daytime narratives, professional identities, and social expectations. This nightly dissolution is not a weakness but our most powerful regenerative process. It is where healing occurs, where creativity emerges, and where our deepest wisdom resides. Imagine approaching sleep not as a necessity, but as a sacred opportunity for personal transformation. Each night becomes a meditation, each breath a pathway to deeper understanding. Self-hypnosis transforms sleep from a passive experience to an active practice of self-discovery. It invites us to see rest not as an escape, but as a profound engagement with our innermost self. Philosophical questions to contemplate. What stories do you tell yourself about sleep? How have your past experiences shaped your relationship with rest? What would it mean to approach sleep with curiosity instead of anxiety? True healing begins when we recognize that we cannot control sleep. We can only create conditions conducive to its natural emergence. This is a radical act of trust in our body's inherent wisdom. Self-hypnosis becomes a practice of radical self-compassion. It acknowledges our human complexity while offering a gentle pathway to restoration. In those moments between wakefulness and sleep, we touch something extraordinary, a state of pure potential where all possibilities exist simultaneously. We are neither fully here nor completely gone, suspended in a quantum field of awareness. This is the true magic of self-hypnosis. Not a technique, but a profound conversation with the most intimate landscape of our consciousness. As you stand at the threshold of this exploration, consider sleep not as a nightly challenge, but as your most powerful ally in personal transformation. Each breath, each moment of surrender is an opportunity to rebuild, to heal, to become. Successful self-hypnosis for sleep requires a systematic approach that integrates neurological understanding with practical application. This section provides a comprehensive framework for developing an effective personal sleep transformation strategy. Core principles of effective self-hypnosis. 1. Neurological preparation. Create a consistent pre-sleep environment. Minimize external stimuli. Establish a dedicated practice space. Develop a predictable pre-sleep routine. 2. Psychological conditioning. Build positive associations with sleep. Challenge and reframe negative sleep narratives. Develop a compassionate approach to rest. Cultivate mental flexibility. Structured self-hypnosis protocol. Phase 1. Environmental optimization. Ambient temperature. Maintain room temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Lighting. Utilize soft, warm lighting that promotes melatonin production. Sound management. Implement gentle, consistent background sounds if beneficial. Electronic boundary. Establish a strict 60-minute digital detox before sleep. Phase 2. Physical relaxation technique. Progressive muscle relaxation method. Sequential tension and release of muscle groups. Systematic body scan. Breath synchronization. Gradual nervous system downregulation. Phase 3. Cognitive intervention suggestive frameworks. Positive sleep affirmations. Guided imagery techniques. Metaphorical narrative construction. Subconscious reprogramming strategies. Technical implementation steps. 1. Preparation stage, 10 to 15 minutes. Physical environment setup. Comfortable positioning. Initial breath regulation. Preliminary mental disengagement. 2. Induction stage, 15 to 20 minutes. Focused attention development. Critical mind pacification. Subconscious access initiation. Neurological state transition. 3. Suggestion stage, 10 to 15 minutes. Targeted positive suggestion introduction. Emotional landscape reconstruction. Sleep-conducive imagery generation. Subconscious programming. 4. Integration stage, 5 to 10 minutes. Gradual consciousness realignment. Gentle transition to natural sleep state. Residual positive suggestion embedding. Next is neuroplasticity optimization. Consistent daily practice. Mindful variation of techniques. Personalized approach development. Continuous self-observation. Psychological adaptation strategies. 1. Anxiety mitigation techniques. Cognitive reframing. Emotional regulation. Stress response recalibration. Resilience building. 2. Belief system reconstruction. Challenge existing sleep narratives. Develop empowering mental models. Create supportive internal dialogue. Expand consciousness flexibility. Potential challenges and mitigation strategies. Common obstacles. Initial resistance. Inconsistent practice. Lingering performance anxiety. Deep-seated sleep misconceptions. Recommended intervention approaches. Gradual technique introduction. Patient self-compassion cultivation. Systematic skill development. Professional guidance consideration. Measurement and tracking. Recommended assessment parameters. Sleep onset duration. Total sleep time. Sleep quality perception. Morning energy levels. Psychological well-being indicators. Technological support options. Sleep tracking applications. Biometric monitoring devices. Journaling platforms. Professional consultation resources. Long-term transformation perspective. Self-hypnosis for sleep transcends immediate symptom management. It represents a comprehensive approach to consciousness management, personal development, and holistic well-being. By approaching sleep as a sophisticated technology of restoration, individuals can systematically rebuild their relationship with rest, transforming it from a nightly challenge to a powerful personal growth mechanism. As we conclude our exploration of self-hypnosis for sleep, we stand at a critical juncture of personal transformation. What began as an investigation into a sleep technique has revealed itself as a profound pathway to understanding consciousness, healing, and personal potential. Key insights revisited. The journey of self-hypnosis is not about achieving a perfect night's sleep, but about fundamentally reimagining our relationship with rest. We have uncovered that 1. Sleep is a complex, multidimensional experience of consciousness. 2. Our approach to rest can be strategically transformed. 3. The subconscious mind is our most powerful ally in healing. This approach offers more than a technique. It provides a comprehensive framework for personal restoration. By integrating neurological understanding, psychological insights, and practical application, individuals can develop a sophisticated approach to sleep that transcends traditional interventions. I challenge you to view sleep not as a passive state, but as an active process of healing, integration, and personal growth. Each night represents an opportunity to rebuild neurological patterns, process emotional experiences, restore physiological systems, explore consciousness. To fully leverage the potential of self-hypnosis, consider the following strategic approach. Initial phase, first 30-day, establish consistent practice routine, develop personal hypnosis script, create optimal sleep environment, track and document experiences. Intermediate phase, 30 to 90-day, refine technique, explore advanced consciousness strategies, integrate deeper psychological insights, assess systematic improvements. Sustained transformation phase, 90+ day, develop intuitive sleep approach, achieve consistent restful states, expand personal growth capabilities, cultivate holistic well-being. Some critical considerations. Successful implementation requires patience, consistent practice, open-minded exploration, self-compassionate approach, professional guidance. While self-hypnosis is a powerful personal tool, professional consultation can provide personalized technique refinement, advanced psychological insights, targeted intervention strategies, comprehensive wellness support. Beyond sleep, a holistic perspective. Self-hypnosis represents more than a sleep intervention. It is a sophisticated technology of consciousness, a method of actively participating in our own healing and potential. By approaching sleep as a conscious, intentional practice, we transcend traditional limitations and open doorways to extraordinary personal transformation. In the grand tapestry of human experience, sleep is not a passive state of unconsciousness. It is a profound journey of restoration, integration, and renewal. Each night offers an invitation to explore the most intimate landscapes of our being. Your call to action. 1. Commit to a 30-day self-hypnosis exploration. 2. Create a dedicated sleep transformation journal. 3. Approach rest with curiosity and compassion. 4. Share your insights and experiences. The ultimate promise of self-hypnosis is not about perfect sleep. It is about reclaiming your innate capacity for healing, understanding, and personal evolution.